Hello and welcome to Soldier Speaks English. Today, I'm going to, do a program which is astonishing indeed. However, it is based on a concept which has been written in a Guardian article published in April this year, April 2025, The Rise of End Times Fascism by Naomi Klein and Astra Taylor. It is a very interesting article, mind you, so fasten your seatbelts. You really need to listen to it, and I'll give you the gist of the article based on certain visuals aid as well, which I've created for you. So bear with me, and here it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, the thing is that today, let's look at a very astonishing new trend that many analysts are calling the uh, rise of corporate city states. For years, this idea lived on the fringes of Silicon Valley. Wealthy people creating private, high tech enclaves, mini nations floating in the sea, or gated freedom cities with their own rules and almost no taxes. Who doesn't want that? Most people laughed it off, like I'm trying to laugh it off right now. Who really wants to live in an oil rig in the ocean? They would ask. Then politics changed. The story during his campaign by Donald Trump, actually, that is what changed. He promised to build 10 freedom cities. Yeah, freedom cities is the name he gave on federal land. And because of the barrage of accusations and the claims which were coming up, I think people forgot about it. At first, it sounded like another headline. But after returning to power, the idea suddenly found friends in Washington. Lobbyists from places such as Prospera, libertarian project in Honduras, backed by Peter Thiel and Mark Andreessen, started pushing legislation that would legalize corporate city states inside the US itself. Now, it is interesting indeed. Their slogan is exit the right of the rich to walk away from ordinary citizenship, taxes, and regulation. Well, it does surely does sound very interesting, isn't it? Now, these new startup countries imagine a future of constant crisis, like we are witnessing right now, months after the article was published. Climate shocks, wars, scarcity, and they want safe zones for a chosen few, protected by private security, serviced by artificial intelligence, and paid for with cryptocurrency. Does it ring a bell? It's not far from the mindset of a nationalist government building fortress nations, each one obsessed with defending its own resources and excluding outsiders. Does it still ring a bell? Both dreams, the billionaires' islands and the hard right bunker nation, share one belief: the world is ending, and only the strong deserve to survive, or the rich. Writers in this article call this end times fascism, a mix of apocalyptic religion, hyper capitalism, and technological arrogance. Look at some of the symbols. Elon Musk racing to colonize Mars, and we're seen preaching effective accelerationism, Thiel funding seasteads and talking about Antichrist. They promise salvation through machines and money instead of protecting Earth. They dream of escaping it, literally building arcs, bunkers, or rockets while deregulating everything that keeps society livable. Their political alliance called empathy weakness, and environmental rules socialist control. I'm sure it's ringing a bell now. It's an ideology that worships efficiency but produces collapse. Now, what is the danger for ordinary nations because of this rise of end times politics? Needs to be discussed, isn't it? You see, this bunker mentality crosses borders. It is not only one particular region, South Asia, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, or the UK, or the West, or Ukraine. No, this is a global concept. From the United States to Europe, and even the developing states, the powerful now prepare for breakdown instead of preventing it. And that's where disaster capitalism comes in. They privatize disaster management. They militarize, border management. They compete for the world's last clean water and minerals. Meanwhile, propaganda tells ordinary people that cruelty is patriotism and that regulation is the real enemy. When governments abandon public duty and the rich build walls, democracy itself begins to vanish. What do we need to do under the circumstances? We do need to choose a different future. The future which is being sold to us as private islands and enclaves and living on other planets, whereas we have got the perfect planet to ourselves and we are not doing anything to save it, and we are calling climate change a hoax, and we are mocking climate change activists. That this entire situation reminds us that fighting this fatalism begins with a better story, a belief in staying, not escaping, in cooperation, not supremacy. If billionaires are building bunkers, the rest of us must build communities that care for each other and for this planet. That is the real front line of truth. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts below about this idea, which I think the idea was floated in The Guardian by Naomi Klein and Astro Taylor 5 months ago, but it proved to be prophetic, and it is whatsoever they said is happening right now. So our survival, we, the people, not the sheeple, need to build communities and rise above the politics of fear. And we must understand this disaster capitalism mindset. See you very soon. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.